Alrighty, and welcome back. Today we will talk about ads, so advertisements. You should know this word already because we've talked about it. And first of all, I want you to think of different types of ads that you see in your daily life. 1 minute, think about it. What different ads do you see every day? I'll give you a little tip. Where do you see those ads? So, where can you see them? I think most of them are in your smartphone. Whenever you browse through Instagram or Facebook, YouTube, you have ads. And more often than not, if you shop on Amazon, for example, those ads are especially just for you. So if you searched Amazon for, I don't know, let's say something from your favorite soccer club, all of a sudden, when you watch YouTube videos, YouTube will have specialized ads just for you. And YouTube will show you things that you can buy from your favorite soccer club. You see ads when you open a newspaper or a magazine. You see ads as soon as you start watching TV. You have commercials, that's what they are called on television, for sweets, cars, insurances, clothes, whatever. I mean, you name it. So, next question. What do you think? How many ads do you see per day? Just guess. And the next question is a little bit more tricky. What kind of ads get your attention and why? I want you to write that down. So headline is ads, of course. So what does an ad need in order to catch your attention? Everybody has a different opinion on that. So you write down what's special for you. What does an ad need? If you still need time, click on pause. Alrighty, so my attention, I don't know, I would say I'm not really sensitive when it comes to ads, but I was buying some eye makeup the other day, and then I got so many ads when I was watching YouTube. And some of those products, they were just what I was looking for, Like, I was, oh my goodness, I need that because it just matched the things I wanted so bad. And I think if this is a good match, like I was looking for something and then the ad comes, then things might get tough for me, like not to buy it. Alrighty. What do I want you to do? I want you to open your books on page 86. We're talking about ads, especially ads targeting teens, and the question if you're ad savvy. So savvy is just another word for smart or clever. So when we talk about being ad savvy, are you kind of sensitive? Like, do ads really influence you in buying stuff that you probably not really need? and targeting teens, I think you know the word target. A target is something that you aim for. So if you shoot an arrow, or if you shoot a pistol, or even if you shoot a ball or something, or kick a ball, you always need a target. Another word for target is aim. So that's where you're aiming at. So ads targeting teens are especially for teens. So they want to trick teens into buying something they don't really need, because that's what commercials and advertisement is all about. I think you know the word fit in. To fit in means you want to be like the others. You don't want to stand out. You just want to be average. That was another word we had last week, I think. On billboards, we don't really have that in German. Yeah, sometimes, like those huge walls that have like a poster advertisement on it, you know, like in the States you have them next to the road all the time on high poles, but in Germany we have it sometimes, like those big, it's not a screen, so it's not like digital, it's a paper that you put on something. I think we all know the word reduce. So reduce means going down, yeah, limiting something. Advertisers are the people who make the ads, the advertisements. Cool hunter, that's a word that we need to talk about in the end. That's one of your jobs. Design is the same in German. I don't think I need to explain that. Unnaturally, we all know what natural means. And unnatural or unnaturally is something that's like Barbie, for example. Barbie does not look like a natural woman. She looks unnaturally perfect, like the nose, the cheek bones, the lips, the eyes. Everything is just like too perfect to be real. It's unnaturally perfect. And you know what repeat means. I mean, we talked about that in year 5 maybe. Repeat means to do things over and over again. Free samples. A sample is a tiny bit of a product. Like you often get samples of maybe a lotion for your hands when you buy a magazine, or when you go to Rossmann or DM or Müller, you get those tiny samples of a perfume that you might like and might want to buy. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't think we need more words. So what's your job? I want you to scan through the article. Scanning means you read it really fast and you need to find those two words, cool hunters and teen vloggers. And I want you to write down what those two words mean. Okay, so cool hunters and teen vloggers. What do those words mean? So I hope you have found them. Cool hunters is here and teen vloggers is here. So cool hunters. Cool hunters go out and meet teens or teenagers. They look for new trends, different and interesting styles, and they tell this information to the companies. So the companies use this information to make new products, to make cool products, products that those teens might like. And teen vloggers, we call them influencers, like young influencers. What do? They tell the world what they like on the internet. Like, look this fit tea, or look this, I don't know, toothpaste to make your teeth white. Companies send free samples to those vloggers, and normally they have lots of followers, And then the vloggers talk about these products in their vlogs or in their Instagram story. And you have to pay attention because they have to say Werbung, like advertisement, because they must show you that this is kind of paid, yeah, that they are getting paid to tell you that this tea is the best tea of the world, although like 1 liter is like €10. So this is their job. It's not that they're nice and they tell you, hey, I found this new toothpaste and you should try it. No, they're getting paid for it. So maybe they don't even like it. Maybe it's not even true what they're saying, but they are getting paid to say that. So now you have to read the text like really in detail. Take your time, and I want you to find out the main point of each paragraph. So it's 2A on page 87. So what are the paragraphs about? And if you want to, you could also find a headline to those paragraphs, okay? So take your time, read the text carefully. What are the main points? Find a headline. So what could a headline be for A? Something like, why ads target teens? Because, I mean, I don't know what number you have written down when we talked about how many ads you think you see in one day. Like 3,000 ads in one day? Are you serious? I mean, there's a lot of money that those teens could spend, and that's why ads target teens. For B, it could be something like, are ads dangerous for teens? Or something like that. For C, I have how to find out about new trends. D, tricks in ads. And E, teen vloggers and advertising. Something like that. So the main points are in A, the numbers, of course. B, really the influence and the risks. C, something about the cool hunters. D, as we've already said, the tricks. And E, the vloggers. Now I want you to go on with, oh my goodness, I have to take that off. I can't. Awesome. So I want you to go on with exercise 3 on page 87. You should find phrases or words in the text that mean more or less the same as, for example, be like other people. And if you want to make it harder, you cover like where to find it. If you want to have it easy, you know which paragraph to look for. So press pause, please. Alrighty, so what do we have? Be like other people in paragraph A. That is to fit in. And the big ads that you see in the street, that are the billboards. Make less or smaller, that's to reduce. Fashion could be trends or styles, things that you buy, those are products. Say something again, that's easy, that's repeat. Advertising music, that's a jingle. The jingle for, I think it's telecom, or what is another really famous jingle? And when you hear the jingle, everybody knows what company it is. I think the telecom, that's like really, that's a famous one. Well, someone who does a video blog, another easy one, that's a vlogger, and understand how ads work, that's to get at savvy. So to get at clever or at smart. Alrighty, I want you to go on with exercise 4, mediation, the ad industry. Jemand interessiert sich für den Artikel auf Seite 86. Erzähle auf Deutsch, so that's really easy. Warum Jugendliche besser über Werbung Bescheid wissen sollten, warum viel Werbung auf Jugendliche abzieht, and so on and so forth. So, I want you to write it down. You can take notes. You don't have to write complete sentences. So, press pause and do that. Alrighty, so Solutions. Warum Jugendliche besser über Werbung Bescheid wissen sollten. Jugendliche sollten über Werbestrategien Bescheid wissen, weil sie die Zielgruppe vieler Werbeannoncen sind. Nur wenn Jugendliche wissen, wie Werbung funktioniert, lassen sich die Gefahren oder die negativen Einflüsse von Werbung, wie zum Beispiel Anregung zum Konsum von Fastfood oder Alkohol, verringern. Warum viel Werbung auf Jugendliche abzielt? Es gibt viele Jugendliche, die bereit sind, Geld auszugeben, um cool zu sein und dazuzugehören. Drittens, welche Strategien in der Werbung werden verwendet? Mindestens 3 aufzählen. Produkte sehen in der Werbung oft besser aus als in der Realität durch Fotomontage. I'll give you an example. If you compare like a Big Mac or any other burger from Burger or Burger King with the object you get in the box, or even if you buy like canned ravioli or something, the thing inside the box is not really the thing that's on the box, right, or on the can. Der Name des Produkts wird oft wiederholt, damit man ihn nicht vergisst. Werbung zeigt immer glückliche, schöne Menschen und der Zuschauer möchte auch so sein. Think of all the sweets that are advertised on television, like Kinderpingui or whatever. Everybody's always so happy and they're always having fun and then they're eating a Kinderpingui. But in times of Corona and quarantine, I think like the families are not always in a good mood and they're not always walking like penguins. But if you eat one, you will be happy. That's what the commercial is trying to tell you. Prominente aus Film, Musik und Sport werben für die Produkte und bürgen für Qualität. Telekom, Mercedes, is it Gillette? Like the players from Bayern München, they make advertisements for, is it Gillette, for something that you use for shaving? And the one like Joshua Kimmich, he doesn't even have hair in his face. So if you want to make an advertisement for something that you don't need, it's kind of pointless, isn't it? So, Werbung verspricht, dass es dir mit dem Produkt gut gehen wird und du cool wirst. I think especially Apple does that. Like, they're good at doing that. Like, whatever, if you have an iPad or iPod or iPhone or whatever, you're like the coolest guy on earth. Werbung nutzt Musik, spezielle Jingles, die bei wiederholtem Hören unbewusst an das Produkt erinnern. Es wird nicht die ganze Wahrheit gesagt, beziehungsweise negative Seiten des Produktes gezielt verborgen, wie zum Beispiel zu viel Zucker in Cola. They won't tell you that you get fat when you eat KFC or McDonald's 3 times a day. Exercise 4, Sentence 4, wie die Werbeindustrie herausfindet, was Jugendliche mögen. Die Werbeindustrie nutzt sogenannte Cool Hunters, das heißt Leute, die Jugendliche treffen, um herauszufinden, was cool ist. Welche Jugendlichen besonders interessant für die Werbeindustrie sind und warum? Besonders interessant für die Werbeindustrie sind Teen-Vloggers, also Jugendliche, die Videos ins Netz stellen, in denen sie zeigen, was sie im Internet mögen. Diese Teen-Vloggers können in ihren Videos gezielt Werbung für Produkte machen. Alrighty, that was exercise 4. Last one for today is exercise 5, of course. The activity Get at Savvy. Pick one of these activities. So you can write and a diary entry. Like really, you take a piece of paper with you and you have to write down how many ads do you see. I know this is hard because when you're driving in a car or when you're sitting on the train, uh, you will have to count fast because all the billboards are like ads. When you watch television, you have to keep counting. When you have your cell in your hands and you watch YouTube video, Facebook video, Instagram video. So it will be a hard time to keep track. Where do you see them? So you can group them into like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, billboards, television. How do they target teens? Like, are they especially for teens or are they for everybody? Which ads do you find interesting? And of course, why? Why do they catch your attention? Do any ads make you want to buy something? And why, of course? And do any ads irritate you? I want to be honest, like, I don't know if it's N24. It's one of those new news channels where they have news all day long, and they always have this ads for starving children. Like you should pay so children don't starve to death in Africa or wherever. I know this is true. I know that kids are starving. I know that. Um, and I'm already paying for one child in Africa. And whenever I see those ads, and that's what they're aiming at, so they work, they get me, I feel so bad. Like I'm sitting on my couch eating Kinderpingui or whatever, and then those starving children show up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like instantly I'm in a bad mood. So they really irritate me. And I don't know if you know this ad. It's about animal care or whatever. So this is a tiny little bear, and the bear is like screaming really bad, like, "Ooh, ooh," and then the ad says like, those are the screams of a little bear, and the mom got killed, so pay for the bears. And those ads like really irritate me. They make me angry. I know it's true, and I know we should take care of it, but I don't want to hear and see it like 5 times in 1 hour because it makes me feel really bad. So what else could you do? You could write a report, like of those things, of course. um, or the other choice, like you have two choices. You can collect ads like from a magazine, newspaper, whatever. You could also take pictures from billboard ads that you see outside, or take screenshots, whatever, and then compare it to the tricks. Like, what did they use? Okay. Is it a special jingle? Is it a movie star or a sports star? Um, is it an ad that repeats the name over and over again? And then I want you to write that down. So those are your two options. Okay? So that is that. And then we're done. That was our ad for today. So I hope you enjoyed it. I think especially the tricks were like really, really interesting. And yeah, we'll talk about it when we are back in class.